5 things that will make you wealthy that Dave Ramsey approves of. Let's hear the 5 things that will make you wealthy with Dave Ramsey. Let's check it out.
Now, the stuff we teach here and have for almost 30 years is proven. It's no longer an opinion. It's not a theory. I don't agree with Dave Ramsey's advice, which would make you wrong. And I know you're writing a blog from your mother's basement and you're looking for clickbait using my name. I understand that, but you're wrong. And it's always humorous to me to see people who are broke on Twitter ragging on the advice that I give. Or a broke 26-year-old journalism student deeply in student loan debt writing an article about me. That's humorous.
Talk.
Because it's stupid. Here's the thing. Here's the advice that we give you. If you do these 5 things from the Bible and from your grandmother, they're called common sense, you will win with money 100% of the time. Now, I don't know exactly how long it will take you, and I don't know what win with money will mean because I cannot predict your income, and I cannot predict the tragedy that you will have to overcome. But subject to your income to tragedy ratio, to the extent you do these 5 things, you will win with money. You will become wealthy in North America if you will do these 5 things over and over again. Number 1, you need to have a written plan, a budget. Jesus said, don't build a tower without first counting the cost, lest you get halfway up and you're unable to finish, and all who see you begin to mock you and say, this man began to build. No one began to build and was unable to finish. No one accidentally wins at anything. And you're not the exception. I don't like Dave Ramsey's advice. I don't give a crap. You're wrong. You have to do a written game plan with money or you're going to lose. The second thing is you got to get out of debt. Your most powerful wealth building tool is your income. And when you spend your whole freaking life giving your money to banks who fill up the skyline and have furniture nicer than yours, that makes you stupid. Get out of debt. When you don't have any payments, you know what you've got? Money. Do I care if you get out of debt? Yes, I want you to win. I want you to have a great life. But do I care if you agree with me? No. I don't care if you agree with me. If you don't agree with me about this money stuff, you're what's known as wrong. I've been doing this longer than most of my critics. They were peeing in their diaper while I was doing this stuff. They're wrong. Live on less than you make. Number 3. In the house of the wise are stores of choice food and oil, but a foolish man devours all that he has. If you spend everything you make, you're a fool. Well, Dave, you don't know about my situation. In America today, wages are stagnant. So why are they stagnant at your house? You know where wages are stagnant? On people who are stagnant. You're only got stagnant wages if you decide to stay there and keep getting those wages. This is not Russia. You can quit. I don't like how much Walmart pays. I don't like how much McDonald's pays. So don't work there, stupid. Go to work for somebody else. I don't like how my company treats me. So leave. Go be somebody. There's no reason that you have to be stuck somewhere because some liberal journalist said you were stuck. You're not stuck. You're stagnant. Don't be stagnant. You know what stagnant pond water does? It grows scum on top. You don't want to be stagnant. You get scummy. You need to go be somebody. You need to leave the cave, kill something, and drag it home. You need to decide that my life is not good enough the way it is, and so I am going to control the controllables. I am going to change some things. Because guess what? Nobody in Washington is going to fix your life. Santa Claus doesn't live there, baby.
Nope.
Have you noticed that the Democrats and the Republicans, neither one could freaking add? Have you ever had any of them send you money? No. They are not going to fix your freaking life. You are going to fix your life.
Yeah.
You're going to get on a plan. You're going to get out of debt. You're going to live on less than you make. And then you're going to save some money. You know how rich people get rich? They save money. Wow. I don't know if I agree with Dave Ramsey's investment assumptions. I don't give a crap if you agree with my investment assumptions. You know what my investment assumption is? My assumption is you're going to be broke until you save money. That's my assumption. You need to get up off your assumption and go do something. You need to get up off your assumption and start investing some money. 100% of the people that don't save money don't have any. Wow, how's that for insight? Doesn't take a freaking rocket scientist to figure this out. You know what the problem on your investments are? The problem with your investments is not your rate of return. It's not your expense ratio. It's not no load versus load. It's not your nerdy, twisted up, toxic butt opinion about some investment. Your problem with your investments is you don't have any. That's the problem with your investments. 100% of the people that build wealth save money on purpose a lot. Some people do it poorly in a stupid money market account and make no money on their money. Others do it wisely in mutual funds that outperform the S&P, or real estate that they pay cash for that outperforms the S&P. Others are just passive and do the S&P, and they all write books about it and all have a freaking opinion and make money off of you while you're stagnant. That's stupid. Don't be stagnant. Invest money, save money. You know how you're going to do that? You're going to be on a plan. You're going to get up out of debt. You're going to live on less than you make, and voila, there is money in the budget. It's called margin, baby. And now you got the money to be rich. You got to act like rich people, and that's not go spend a bunch of money, moron, because rich people don't go spend a bunch of money. I'm going to go buy a Ferrari. I'm acting like rich people. No, you're acting like a moron. That's not, Ferraris aren't rich people. That's the ultra rich. You don't buy a Ferrari if you're a millionaire. That's that's crazy, you people. You know, I'm going to act rich. I'm going to rip people off. That's just a liberal nonsense. Rich people don't rip people off. They didn't get rich by ripping people off. That's just stupid. Don't be stupid. It makes you look bad. Don't do that. And if you'll get out of debt and you'll invest and you live on less than you make and you have a plan, then you can do the last one. It's the most fun you'll ever have with money. You can be outrageously generous, randomly generous, lavishly generous. But broke people can't do that because they sit around and discuss their investment philosophies while they invest nothing. It's like people smoking weed discussing the meaning of life. They ain't getting nothing done. You need to get up off your assumptions and go do something.
I love the passion that Dave Ramsey brings with every one of his quote-unquote rants, but he's keeping it real. A lot of people like to criticize the advice that Dave Ramsey gives, but a lot of people that criticize haven't been through the steps or tried the steps and, got debt free. Dave Ramsey has a lot of people that testify that Dave Ramsey helped me do this. He has millions of people that testify saying Dave Ramsey helped me do this. So why not give it a shot? And these are solid tips for people that want to enhance their finances, elevate, get out of debt, and become wealthy. The first, he says, you have to have a budget. You have to have some type of plan to see what you're doing with your money. Again, I think that is key, making sure you see what's going on. And that is one way that I watch my money and eliminate my debt, by having a budget and seeing what's going on. You can use a budgeting app like Monarch. That is what I use. But once you see what's going on and you have a plan, you can go to the next step, which is getting out of debt. Getting out of debt is, just like he said, helps you be able to take control of your money. Imagine if you didn't have that mortgage. Imagine if you didn't have that car payment, didn't have payments. You would be able to keep your paycheck when you get your paycheck. That is the key. Keeping your paycheck when you get your paycheck. And to do that, you have to not owe people. The third step is often overlooked, and is live below your means. When you do this, you allow for more money to be in your pocket, your bank account, which could possibly allow you to do the fourth thing better, which is save money, invest money. But if you live above your means, you'll never have money to do the fourth thing, which is save, invest. If you live right at your means, you're going to be penny pitching to do things like save and invest. But when you live below, then you can actually use your money and make more of your money work for you instead of just dishing out your money that you earn from your paycheck. And the fifth thing, if we get there, is being generous. You can be as generous as you want to be when you have the money. People a lot of times often look at other people that are looking like they're making it and they're like, man, you could give more, you could do this more, but you never know if that person is living right at their means, maybe above their means. You never know. But the person that can budget, can get out of debt, can live below their means, which leads them to be able to save and invest, and that's when they really start to make money. That person can be super generous. That person will probably look to try to donate things every year because their money is good. But someone that's in chains can't go around unlocking everybody else's chains. They have to get free first. Then you can give back and be as generous as you want. Again, I agree 100% with Dave Ramsey advice in this one. Let me know your thoughts. And like always, I see you in the next one. Peace.